says 6 things he hates and 7 is abomination. The first thing he mentions is pride. Think highly of yourself, right? What you ought to think. And who's the most proud beast on the planet? Esau. That's when he went out to the heavens. That's when he got plans. That's when he has this new world order set up, man. Because he's proud, man. And he knows the prophecy on the Israelites waking back up. But they think they're going to sidestep prophecy, man. You ain't going to sidestep anything, man. Okay? You'll be put in chains after this place go up in fire. And I'm going to read that scripture afterwards. Alright? Whether he be rich or noble or poor, their glory is in the fear of the Lord. That's our glory. Like I said, that's what the Bible considers to be wise, man. It's fearing him. Fear of the Creator, man. And fear of the Lord keeps you in check. That's why Solomon was considered so wise, man. Because what he asked for is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, that he judges great people. Alright? And kings, all the men of the east, came out to hear Solomon's wisdom. Matter of fact, let me get one. I'm going to records. I'm going to some Israelite history. 2nd Chronicles. The 9th chapter. Chapter 9, verse 1. There we go. This is a cheap one. And the queen of Sheba, the Ethiopian, Cushite, heard of the fame of Solomon. She came to prove Solomon with hard questions. So they didn't have no sex and have no children. Right? Talking about that's where Selassie come from. Selassie was a big head East Indian, man. Right? Talking about he came from the line of Judah. Lion of the tribe of Judah. You idiotic Benjamites, man. Worshipping the heathen when you're the people. That's what the Most High gonna kill 2/3 of y'all, man. Alright? This whole Rastafari garbage. Read on. It says, with great company, she came to prove Solomon with hard questions at Jerusalem, and a very great company in camels that bear spices and gold in abundance, and precious stones, when she was to come to Solomon, she commune with him of all that was in her heart. She was asking him hard questions. Okay? Solomon was knowledgeable in all things, man. Most High gave him all wisdom, man. And Solomon told her all her questions. He answered everything. And there was nothing hid from Solomon which he told her not. And when the queen of Sheba had seen the wisdom of Solomon and the house that he had built, and we're building that house right now, 144,000, man, the tabernacle of David. Alright? It says, and the meat of his table and the sitting of his servants, when she saw how great his temple was, his servants, man, she said, what? And after the dance of his ministers and their apparel, that's how decked out they were. His cupbearers also, and their apparel. So she saw the cupbearers' apparel, how they were decked out, man. I read that earlier about the high priest Aaron. Going back to that. And his ascent by which he went up into the house of Yahawashi. There was no more spirit in her. She just fainted, man. That's how great it was, man. Couldn't even put it into words, man. To make a queen faint. Okay? Because of his mere apparel and how they carried themselves. That's a royal kingdom. And we are going to go back to that state, man. Alright? We going back to that, man. And the heathen is going to envy us, man. And there's nothing they're going to be able to do about it. Because we're going to crack well as the universe. Okay, we want to have access to things that Solomon never had access to. Okay? And we don't have access to the spiritual realm along with everlasting life. We actually going to see the Most High. We're going to see the Allahite. We're going to have power over the Allahite. Okay? This is no light thing, man. And she said to King, it was a true report which I heard in my own land of thy acts and of thy wisdom. Let's read on. Howbeit, I believed not their words until I came, and my eyes had seen it, and behold, one half of the greatness of thy wisdom was not told to me. For thou exceedest the fame that I heard. Happy are thy men, and happy are these thy servants, which stand continually before thee, and hear thy wisdom. And this is what she said. Blessed be Yahawashi thy power, which delighted in thee, to set thee on his throne, to be a king for Yahawashi thy power, because thy power loveth Israel, the Israelites, man. That's who the Heavenly Father loves, man. Read on. To establish them forever. Therefore, may he be king over them to do judgment and justice. That's coming from a heathen woman, man. Right? And she gave him gold and talents, and that's what will happen in the world to come. See? That's what we're waiting for. That's what we're fighting for. Okay? So, yeah, take your L's right now. Take it, man. Alright? You gotta take them L's, man. Because we're gonna get an everlasting victory, man. We're gonna get everybody back, man. On this side and on the other side, man. Especially these heathens, man. They gonna have to pay, man. Alright? She says our heart gonna meditate terror. Day in and day out, man. That's going to be a long 1,000 years. And you heathens, after the 1,000 years, you're going to get your land back, but you're going to have to be tributaries, just like she was a tributary to Solomon. Alright? She gave gold and talents to him. Matter of fact, I'll read some of it. And she gave the king 120 talents of gold, and a spice of great abundance, and precious stones. Neither was any such spice of Queen of Sheba gave King Solomon. Solomon was decked out, man. Decked out, man. So you can't stray away from this wisdom, okay? Which that's the only woman that will never forsake you, man. If you prove her, if she found you worthy. See? Because that wisdom is going to lead to what? The kingdom. Alright? That's what Solomon was known for, his wisdom, man. When you attain the wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding, that leads to the riches, man. You could give a nigga $1 million, but he has no wisdom and no knowledge, he's gonna blow it. That's why the scripture says, Proverbs 16:16. Into the acts of Solomon. That wisdom, man. It was his wisdom that made him famous, man. if I can pull out some more scriptures. Let me see.
And she was telling me that her grandson,
Oh. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9. Oh man, this is Solomon right here. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9. That's what's called the Wisdom of Solomon, man. O Most High of my fathers, O power of my fathers, and Lord of mercy, who has made all things with thy word, aka Yahawashi. Yahawashi, man. And ordain man through thy wisdom, that he should have dominion over the creatures which thou hast made. At Genesis, the first chapter. I separated man from beast. Was what? Was wisdom, man. It says, and order the world according to equity and righteousness, and execute judgment with an upright heart. That's what he said. Solomon. Give me wisdom, and sit it by thy throne, and reject me not from among thy children. Which 2/3 are rejected right now. How you doing?
How are you?
Good.
Do you need me to get you something to drink or something?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stay hydrated. It's very hot.
We appreciate that. Thank you.
God bless you. Have a good day.
You too. It says, for I thy servant and son of thy handmaid am a feeble person, and of a short time, and too young for the understanding and judgment and laws. See? For though a man be never so perfect among the children of men, yet if thy wisdom be not with him, he shall be nothing regarded. See? Without wisdom, you're nothing. So it's not just having the knowledge. Because a lot of people got the knowledge, but they don't got no wisdom. Alright? They're not applying it. This truth is practical. Alright? You got to put this truth in practice, man. Okay? Having good moral judgment in certain situations. Because that's what we're going to be anyway. Okay? Because after Solomon, matter of fact, let's get into some Acts, man. So, is there anything I'm going to read them from there? We're on verse 10. He says, thou hast chosen me to be king of thy people, and a judge of thy sons and thy daughters, because that's what we are anyway. Right? You got to know how to rule over yourself first. Right? That's what said, better is he that controlleth the spirit than he that taketh the city. See? Thou hast commanded me to build a temple upon thy holy mount, and an altar to the cities wherein thou dwellest, in resemblance to the holy tabernacle which thou hast prepared from the beginning. Alright? Because what's in heaven is on earth. Right? Melchizedek was the high priest for the Most High. Okay? Just like Yahawashi, because they're the same person. And we're all priests now. That was the Most High's intent from the beginning. And all Israelite men would be what? Kings and priests. Anyway, it says, and wisdom was with thee, which knoweth thy works, I was present when thou madest the world, and knew that was acceptable in thy sight, and right in thy commandment. O send her out of thy holy heavens, from the throne of thy glory, that being present she may labor with me, that I may know what is pleasing with thee. Okay? So pray to Yahawashi for the spirit of wisdom. Right? That's what James told you in the book of James, the first chapter. Whatever you lack, pray for it. One of the acts that made Solomon. You got to go through these, especially the book of Chronicles and Kings. It's a lot of history. It's our records, man. This is the Israelite history. Read this. Like he's taping conversation. Let me keep reading, man. Read 1 Kings chapter 3, verse, let me see, 15. And Solomon awoke, and behold, it was a dream. So he asked the Most High for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And he came to Jerusalem and stood before the ark of the covenant. As soon as you said that rat left. Got angels out here and all that. See? But the spirit of Yahawashi we just keep doing what we're doing now. That's all, man. We ain't worried about it. It says that Solomon awoke, and behold, it was a dream. So that's how the Most High communicated with you, Job, the 33rd chapter. Also tells you that Numbers 12 chapter. It says, and he came to Jerusalem and stood before the ark of the covenant of Yahawashi and offered up burnt offerings and offered peace offerings and made a feast to all the servants. Then came two women that were harlots unto the king and stood before him. And one woman said, O my Lord, this proves that he had that wisdom. Alright? And the woman said, O my Lord, I and this woman dwell in one house, and I was delivered of a child with her in the house. And it came to pass the third day, that after I was delivered, that this woman was delivered also, and we were together, and there was no stranger with us in the house, save we two in the house. And this woman child died in the night, because she overlaid it. And she arose at midnight and took my son from beside me, while thy handmaid slept, and laid it in her bosom, and laid her dead child in my bosom. Right? So she took the woman's son. And when I rose in the morning to give my child sick, behold, it was dead. And when I had considered in the morning, behold, it was not my son, which I did bear. And the other woman said, Nay, but the living is my son, and the dead is thy son. And this said, No, but the dead is thy son, and the living is my son. Thus they spake before the king. Then said the king, the one said, This is my son, and thy son is dead. And the other said, Nay, the son is dead, and my son is living. And the king said, Bring me a sword. And they brought a sword before the king. And the king said, Divide the living child in two, and give one half to him, and give half to the one, and half to the other. Then spake the woman whoso the living child was unto the king, for her bowels yearned unto her son. And she said, O my lord, give her the living child, and in no wise slay it. But the other said, Let it be neither mine nor thine, but divide it. Then the king answered and said, Give her the living child, and no wise slay it. She is the mother thereof. See? Judge that situation wisely. And it says what? And all Israel heard of the judgment which the king had judged, and they feared the king, for they saw the wisdom of the Most High was